Hey, so I know this whole buyer agency and buyer compensation thing is pretty scary. It's kind of a shakeup for a lot of us that have been doing this for a long time, who've been in this business for a long time, or even if you've been in this business more than a year or two, this is going to be a big shift in the way that we do business. Um, Here's what I can say though. Right now, nobody knows exactly how this is going to go. Nobody knows exactly how a buyer agent is going to communicate with the listing agent about the compensation or negotiate that out. And so everybody's waiting on further guidance from their own local real estate boards and or their MLS. So until that time, here's what I do know. And I just want to give you this some of this encouragement. Listen, I know it's scary. I know it's a shakeup. I know it's different. And um, you know, anytime that I run into stuff like this personally is I just try to very quickly get adjusted to whatever the new reality is and start, thinking about, okay, how does this present an advantage for me? How can I navigate this? What changes can I make? What can I do so that I can incorporate the changes that have come, whether I like them or not? Unfortunately, yeah, it is a shakeup and it can be inconvenient, but we have to integrate it and we have to figure out how to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep moving forward, so I suggest you do too. And just to give you a little bit of context, I sold real estate through the 2008 economic collapse, financial collapse of the world. That was horrible and it was tough, but we still made it. We still got it done. We still sold real estate. People still had to buy and sell and move out of their parents' basement and get out of rentals. People still needed to downsize, and people still inherited property they didn't want. People still had deadbeat tenants they wanted to get rid of. And then I don't know if you remember this, but in 2020, basically we couldn't sell real estate in most states for like 3 or 4 months. We literally were shut down. And so, this too shall pass. We'll figure it out. And those of us who more quickly say, hey, you know what? Yeah, that sucks. It's inconvenient, but I'm going to figure out how to take this and turn it into something. Those of us who look for opportunity in everything are the ones who are going to come through this faster. And we're the ones who are going to profit from it faster. So we don't know exactly how this is going to work, how the new communication is going to go or the new negotiation is going to go between the buyer agent and the seller. But here's what I can tell you. As a buyer agent, just like as a listing agent, you're going to have to be able to articulate your value to a buyer, and you're going to have to show them how you get paid, and you're going to have to ask them to pay you, most likely in a lot of cases, whether they pay all or a portion. But you're going to have to develop some of those communication skills like us listing agents have, where we have to articulate our value. We have to tell the seller what we charge, why we charge that, and how we get compensated. That's something that we're going to have to do. And we've been training people on how to have buyer consultations, how to talk about buyer agency, how to set buyers up to be prepared for that business conversation, and how to handle it as a business conversation. Now, the only difference is going forward, part of that interaction is going to be much more heavily weighted on the commission that the buyer agent charges or the fees that the buyer agent charges, just like a listing agent. So we don't know exactly how it's going to work in your location or in your area right now. And we're all sitting here waiting for more guidance from our local board. But here's what I do know is that we're going to support you in your business. When we get more guidance as to what can and cannot be done or how it can and cannot be communicated, we're going to be there to support you with cutting edge training so that we can keep you competitive in your business going forward. So as we get more information, we'll be pushing that stuff out to our clients, to our trainees, the people that are in training with us. And so I just wanted to say, hey, we're all in this together and we'll get it figured out. So don't freak out. Stuff like this comes up and we'll get it figured out and keep moving forward. So we'll be sending you more training, more information. We'll be adding classes to our daily training schedules, as well as providing training within our one-on-one sessions and our group training sessions as we get more information around new buyer agency and buyer compensation communication. Thanks.